Okay, so day 5, I have decided I'm going to have to do 2 shorts because I can't figure out how to upload a video. I haven't spent enough time looking at it. And I just recorded it on my phone, and I can't figure out how to upload it because, once again, I haven't spent a lot of time on it. So if I run out of time, I'm just going to do a second part to day 5. I gave a little bit of, when I refer to I gave, it's because I already did this video. A little bit of a background on my health is that 10 years ago I was 38. I'm going to be 48 this next month, and I found out I was expecting a little girl, and surprise, surprise, because she was not planned. That was God's idea, and we're very thankful for her. But during that pregnancy, I got cellulitis. It's not fat. I already had that. No, it's an infection of the skin, a layer of the skin that gets infected. When you're pregnant, your immune system's down, and it's weakened. You're not necessarily sick, but you're just more vulnerable when you're pregnant. And so I got cellulitis, or was given antibiotics for it, because I think the antibiotics suppressed it, and then it came back. During the pregnancy, I was hospitalized a couple times with IV antibiotics, and then oral antibiotics, I don't even know how many times. I stopped counting after 25. Now, that was during the pregnancy and after I had Grace. For a couple of years, I struggled with having cellulitis like every 2 or 3 months. It was a lot of antibiotics. And then in 2019, so 4 years now that I think about it, I'm not sure. I feel like the first 2 years was a lot, and then it kind of tapered off. But in 2019, I ended up with sepsis, and was 8 days in the hospital or something, and that really put me down. And while I'm in the process of trying to get better from that, in 2020, everybody was all worried about COVID, and I was in the middle of an almost complete hysterectomy, non-related to the sepsis. I had an ovarian cyst on my right ovary, and it was semi-solid, and I had a grandmother who had passed away from ovarian cancer, and so we were going to take that out. And I was like, hey, while you're in there, can you just take everything? I didn't want to have any more babies. I was 39. I was old. Too old to have another baby. And so in March of 2020, I had almost complete hysterectomy. The left ovary was remaining. And then in the fall of 2020, I had a stroke. And yeah, you're thinking, wow. My story is one of those where if someone's trying to ask you for money and they want to give you a really sad story, that's kind of what my story sounds like. But it's all real, and I'm not trying to get any money from my sad story.